আসসালামু আলাইকুম, কেমন আছেন সবাই? 18তম দিনে আপনাকে স্বাগতম। মানে আমার যে রিডিং চ্যালেঞ্জ রয়েছে 40 দিনের, এই 40 দিনের রিডিং চ্যালেঞ্জের 18তম দিনে আপনাকে স্বাগতম। তো আপনারা জানেন যে আমরা প্রথম থেকে শুরু করেছি, 1তম দিন থেকে 18 দিন পর্যন্ত এসেছি রিডিং আর্টিকেল পড়তে পড়তে। আমরা এই জন্যই পড়ছি যে আমাদের আইএলটিএস যেন ভালো করতে পারি। আইএলটিএস আমাদের রিডিং স্কিল বাড়ানোর জন্য আমরা এই আর্টিকেলগুলো পড়ছি রেগুলার বেস। তো ঠিক আছে, আমরা ক্লাইমেট নিয়ে পড়েছি, দেন হিস্টোরি বেস পড়েছি, ট্রাভেল বেস পড়েছি। এখন আমরা ওয়ার্কিং লাইফ নিয়ে পড়ার চেষ্টা করছি যে ওয়ার্কিং লাইফ কীভাবে বেটার করা যায় এই সম্পর্কে যে রিসেন্ট আর্টিকেলগুলো আছে এগুলো নিয়ে চেষ্টা করছি। আমি আসলে দীর্ঘদিন ধরেই ট্রাই করছি যে আইএলটিএস ভালো করার জন্য, রিডিংয়ে ভালো করার জন্য, কিন্তু দেখি যে আমার ওই রিডিং পড়ে আমি ভালোভাবে বুঝতে পারছি না, স্ক্যানিং এবং স্ক্যানিং পাওয়ার নাই, যার কারণে রিডিংয়ে ভালো রেজাল্ট আসছে না। তো আসলে টিপস অ্যান্ড ট্রিক্স এগুলো লাগে, কিন্তু এগুলো খুব একটা আহামরি কোনো পরিবর্তন আপনার ভিতরে আনবে না যদি নিজের রিডিং স্কিল ভালো না হয়, যদি পড়ে বোঝার দক্ষতা না থাকে। তো ঠিক আছে, এটা করার জন্যই নিজের চেষ্টা করে যাচ্ছি দিনের পর দিন। দোয়া করবেন আমার জন্য। আর আমার সাথে আপনি চাইলে এই রিডিং চ্যালেঞ্জে নিতে পারেন। আমি যে প্রতিদিন যে আর্টিকেল পড়ি আর্টিকেলের লিঙ্কটি ভিডিও ডেসক্রিপশনে দিয়ে রাখি, আপনারা চাইলে এটা নিতে পারেন। যদি নিয়ে থাকেন তাহলে অবশ্যই আমাকে জানাবেন যে কত মিনিট সময় লাগলো আপনাদের রিডিং বুঝে পড়তে এবং কত মিনিট সময় লাগলো আপনাদের ফার্স্ট রিডিং পড়তে, স্ক্যানিং করে পড়তে। ঠিক আছে, তো কথা বাড়াবো না, আর শুরু করে দিই। আমাদের 18তম দিন আজকে। 18তম দিনের আজকের আর্টিকেল আমি নিয়ে রেখেছি। আর্টিকেল হচ্ছে হোয়াই সাম চাইনিজ বিলিভ আ নেম চেঞ্জ কুড improve luck. Why some Chinese believe a name change could improve luck. মানে চাইনিজরা বিলিভ করে, যে কেন বিলিভ করে যে নেম চেঞ্জ করলে হয়তো লাক ইমপ্রুভ হতে পারে। আপনার লাকটি কি হতে পারে? ইমপ্রুভ হতে পারে। ঠিক আছে, আমরা প্রথমে আমাদের যে স্টপ ওয়াচ আছে এই স্টপ ওয়াচ চালু করে দিব, তাহলে আমরা বুঝতে পারবো যে বুঝে পড়তে আমাদের কতক্ষণ সময় লাগলো। Why some Chinese believe a name change could improve luck? ও হ্যাঁ, এর মাঝে আমরা আমাদের নোট খাতা এবং পেন্সিল নিয়ে রাখবো। যদি কোনো নতুন ওয়ার্ড আসে সেটা অবশ্যই আমরা লিখে রাখবো। পরবর্তীতে এটা স্পিকিং এবং লিসনিং এবং আমাদের যে রাইটিং রয়েছে এখানে ব্যবহার করতে পারবো। আর আমি এটা আপনাদের সাথে এজন্যই শেয়ার করছি যে অনেকেই এরকম আছেন যারা আমার মতো এই ডিফিকাল্ট সিচুয়েশনে আছেন যে কিভাবে রিডিং ইমপ্রুভ করব বুঝতেছি না। এই টিচারের কাছে যাচ্ছি, ওই টিচারের কাছে যাচ্ছি, বাজারের এই বই কিনছি, এই ভিডিও দেখছি ইউটিউব থেকে, অসংখ্য ভিডিও দেখে তারপরেও হচ্ছে না। আসলে এগুলো দেখে কোনো লাভ নাই। তাদের জন্য বলছি যারা আমার মতো স্ট্রাগল করছেন, ভাই ঘোরাফেরা বাদ দিয়ে চলুন আমরা এই রিডিং চ্যালেঞ্জটা নিই এবং আমাদের নিজেদের রিডিং স্কিলটা ইমপ্রুভ করি। বিলিভ মি, যদি রিডিং স্কিল ইমপ্রুভ হয় অটোমেটিক আইএলটিএস রেজাল্ট বেড়ে যাবে, অটোমেটিক। ওকে, why some Chinese believe a name change could improve luck. The Chinese people, why they are believe that a name change could improve your luck in future. Okay, could adapting a new name improve your fortune? Improve your fortune. Fortune means luck. Fortune is another synonym word. Could adapting a new name, if anyone adapt a new man, could improve their fortune in future. Some Chinese communities think so. Okay, the fragment of people of Chinese, they are thinking so that if they are if anybody change their name, it may be it may be positive effect on future on their fortune. Okay, so this article published by Charmaine Lee, 4 December 2020. Okay, we tried to writing this trying to reading this article now. One afternoon in April, Monday, Pong worst fears come true. She was summoned onto a Zoom. She was summoned means নিমন্ত্রিত,
Summoned,
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 summoned.
summoned. Okay, she was summoned onto Zoom with her boss on short notice. On short notice. Okay, সে কিছু এক নিমন্ত্রণে গিয়েছিল জুম with her boss on short notice. Okay, due to the economic downturn due to the economic downturn. Downturn means the fall. Okay, due to the economic downturns, it means the negative condition. I mean, which condition, that economic fall down. There are probably so many negative issue to running this company, and the situation is called economic downturn. Okay, economic bad time, economic downturn. It's IELTS banned word. From the pandemic, you can write this word economic downturn. I know this word, so that's why I wouldn't think I should write this word again. From the pandemic, she was being made redundant at her marketing job. She was being made redundant. Redundant means অপ্রয়োজনীয়, redundant,
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 redundant.
redundant,
যদিও মাঝে ডি, তারপর এটা উচ্চারণ হচ্ছে কি redundant,
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 redundant, redundant. Okay, she was being made redundant at her marketing job.
তাকে তার বিপণনের কাজে অপ্রয়োজনীয় করা হচ্ছে।
She was being made redundant at her marketing job. Angry and hurt, the 29 years old Hong Konger went back home and began brooding over memories from her previous job. Okay, began brooding means went back, সে চলে গেল, হোমে চলে গেল, বাড়িতে, and began brooding কি শুরু করলো? Brooding.
began brooding,
Over memories from her previous job. তার যে he worked his previous job, and he tried to think to back their home, his home, and the bad luck that seemed to be holding her hostage. Hostage means Jimmy.
hostage,
Hostage. Holding, that seemed এটা মনে হলো যে he holding her hostage.
যে তার জিম্মি অধিষ্ঠিত বলে মনে হচ্ছে।
Okay, তার জিমি বলে মনে হচ্ছে এখানে। One month later, still looking for work, Pang decided she knew what she had to do. Okay, Pang decided that she knew, she well knew that what he want to do and what need to do. Change her legal name in a in a bid to shake off her bad luck and improve her future prospect. Okay, change her legal name in a bid. In a bid means একটি bid. To shake off. Shake off means shake off মানে ঝাঁকানো. Shake off her bad luck. Okay,
shake off,
shake off her bad luck.
তার খারাপ ভাগ্য বন্ধ ঝেড়ে।
তার খারাপ ভাগ্য বন্ধ ঝেড়ে। Okay, change her legal name. He was decided to change his name, to shake off, to change their luck, it may be, and improve her future prospect. And it's probably improve their future for changing her name. Okay, this I read down this all paragraph, this first paragraph, and I understand that the man whose name is Hong Konger, he is feeling so hard to cope with their job and new situation, and after 1 month, he went back home and he decided to change his name. Why he decided to change his name? Because she think that if she changed her name, it's maybe shake off their bad luck and improve the future. In improve, they can one chance to get improve their future. Okay, নাম চেঞ্জ করতে চাচ্ছে যাতে সে ভবিষ্যতে ভালো করতে পারে, সে এটা ভাবলো এবং সে এটাই করলো। ওকে, she says my mother's friend told me that the new name can help me friend of means বন্ধ করা. My mother's friend told me that the new name can help me fend off.
আমার মায়ের বন্ধু আমাকে বলেছিল যে নতুন নাম আমাকে প্রতিরোধ করতে সাহায্য করতে পারে।
Okay, pretty people, those who have negative influence over her life, those people. Okay, his mother son told this man that if you change your name, it's maybe improve your fortune and future fortune, and it's really help you. Those people, it's really remove those people who are negative influence over her life, over his life. Okay, those people are influence you negatively. They cannot get find you if you change your name. Okay, that's a suggestion of her mother's friend. In traditional Chinese culture, the meaning behind names has always carried huge importance. Chinese culture, the name is so important. Okay, Chinese communities across East Asia believe a name can affect one's luck in every respect of their life. Okay, the name is always important. It's the reality. But the Chinese communities, they over believe that name is so important for bringing a positive influence on positive aspect in their future. Okay, depend on especially a perfect name, from health and romance to finance and academic performance. As the pandemic continues, and a pandemic, pandemic, you should cautious about your spelling. I did a lot of spelling when I write my essay. That time I feel that, whoa, shit, I didn't correct this easy spelling. I feel ashamed sometimes on myself. Okay, so you should cautious about your spelling if you have trouble like me. Pandemic. As pandemic continues to hit the economy hard, as at the pandemic continues hit the economy hard, যদি যদি আচ্ছা
ডট যেহেতু মহামারীটি অর্থনীতিতে কঠোরভাবে আঘাত করছে।
Okay, যেহেতু we are in a pandemic situation, our economic already hurts to hard running. Okay, people like Pang who find themselves out of work are not only polishing their CVs but also heading to fortune tellers for advice on whether a new name might change their futures. Chinese people believe that there are 10 things that decided their destiny. Okay, Chinese people believe the 10 things on depend on their destiny to decide their destiny, depending on how much thing? Just only 10 things. Okay. Se Li Sing Cheng, one of Hong Kong most well-known Feng Shui practitioners, other than one's timing of birth or doing good deeds, one's name is believed to be one of the factors in the equation. Okay, Mandy Pong felt that changing her name might help put put an end to a period of bad luck. Okay, it's maybe probably work for any man. It's believed the Chinese people that if you change your name, you can restart your life and you can remove the remove the barrier. I mean the bad time, and restart that in good time. Under this ancient belief, energy flow and balance,
শক্তি প্রবাহ এবং ভারসাম্য এই প্রাচীন বিশ্বাস অধীনে।
a baby is named after a careful analysis of the exact time of birth and which of the basic element of Chinese character. Okay, which is the Chinese character? If a newborn baby born, and that time the parents and the influencer and the high officials they are try to put the exact name according regarding on their birth, uh, as well as sounding nice and having an as precious name নাকি
Auspicious number.
auspicious number শুভ সংখ্যা auspicious number
Auspicious number.
auspicious number. Okay, I'm trying to read this word because I feel like so happy to see this number. Okay, some people have the who have new numbers. I mean, who have the bad numbers, good numbers, 8 digit or 5 digit. So I can use that time. Auspicious number. One of my friend, আমার একটি বন্ধু রয়েছে যে আসলে এরকম বলে যে এই নম্বরটি আমার কাছে অনেক গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, আমার লাকি নম্বর 8, অনেক সময় লটারি কার্ড থেকে এরকম বলে। তো সেই সব সিচুয়েশনে আমি এই কথাটি ব্যবহার করতে পারবো। auspicious, auspicious number, auspicious number. Was number AUS, PICIOUS, auspicious number, auspicious number, শুভ সংখ্যা, শুভ সংখ্যা, auspicious number মানে শুভ সংখ্যা। Okay, of the character stroke. The name should balance out the elements to help improve one's luck. So, the theory is that if things are going awry, AWRI,
Awry.
awry,
Awry.
awry মানে বিশ্রী,
Awry.
awry. The theory is that if things are going awry later in life, যদি লাইফে খারাপ কিছু ঘটে পরবর্তীতে, you can introduce a new elements to repair some of the imbalance that you a bad fortune. Is causing you bad, আপনার দুর্ভাগ্য ঘটাচ্ছে। Okay, you can introduce a new elements. আপনি আপনার মতো ভাবতে পারেন যে repair some of the imbalance, কোনো কিছু রিপেয়ার করতে হবে যেটা আপনার ফরচুনটাকে খারাপ কিছু ঘটাচ্ছে। Each fortune teller will have their own interpretation means ব্যাখ্যা। Each fortune teller will have their own interpretation of astrology and feng shui. প্রতিটি ফরচুনের টেলার ভাগ্যবান, প্রতি each fortune teller will have তাদের অবশ্যই থাকে their own interpretation and astrology and feng shui, astrology ব্যাখ্যা, মানে প্রতিটি ভালো ভাগ্যের পিছনে কি থাকে, ব্যাখ্যা থাকে। Pong's fortune teller, for example, advised her to change one of the Chinese character in his first name to another that means addition to boost her good luck. উদাহরণস্বরূপ, advised করেছিল to change one of the Chinese character in her first name to another that means addition to boost her good luck. Okay, change the name so that you can boost your good luck. এটা সাজেস্ট ছিল। Similarly, Chin Fokin, এত কঠিন নাম, from Guangdong, China, was around 4 years old when he had a metal element character added to his name. 4 years old when he had metal element, when he had
তার নামের সাথে একটি ধাতু উপাদান অক্ষর যুক্ত ছিল।
okay. Okay, একটি মানুষ যার নাম আমি আর বলছি না, ভুল হবে তাই এইটা, সে কি করেছিল, সে যখন 4 ইয়ার্স, তার বয়স যখন 4 ইয়ার, তখন সে মেটাল এলিমেন্ট ক্যারেক্টার অ্যাডেড হিজ নেম, তার নামে একটি মেটাল এলিমেন্ট মানে এই টাইপের কোনো কিছু যুক্ত ছিল। হি হ্যাড বিন স্ট্রাক ডাউন উইথ আ respiratory disease for month। সে কি হয়েছিল, সে স্ট্রাক হয়েছিল, সে একটি রিসপিরেটরি ডিজিজ মিন্স শ্বাসযন্ত্র, আচ্ছা, শ্বাস শ্বাসতন্ত্রের কোনো ডিজিজের দ্বারা সে অনেক কিছু মান্থ আক্রান্ত ছিল, স্ট্রাক হয়েছিল এই ডিজিজে। রিসপিরেটরি ডিজিজ ফর মান্থ অ্যান্ড হ্যাড নট রিকভার্ড ডিসপাইট সিং সেভারাল ডক্টরস। ওকে, সে অনেকগুলো ডাক্তার দেখানোর পরও তার কি হচ্ছিল না, এখান থেকে সে উতরাতে পারতেছিল না, মানে এই রোগটা সে ভালো করতে পারতেছিল না। হিজ মাদার চেঞ্জ হিজ নেম টু কম্পেনসেট, মিনস ক্ষতিপূরণ। Okay, his mother changed his name to compensate for the lack of metal element in his feng shui, in the hope that he could recover by rebalancing the elements. Okay, his mother changed his name, with hope. She hoped that if I change my son name, it may be helpful for his future, and it maybe bring a lot of energy and a lot of good things happen in my son futures. That's why his mother changed his name, first name, and removed the metal things. My mother's friend told me that the new name can help me fend off pretty people. এর মানে হচ্ছে,
আমার মায়ের বন্ধু আমাকে বলেছিল যে নতুন নাম আমাকে ক্ষুদ্র মানুষ ম্যান্ডি প্যাং থেকে রক্ষা করতে।
ওকে, নতুন মানুষ আমাকে ক্ষুদ্র মানুষ থেকে রক্ষা করতে পারে। My disease was mysteriously gone after that. Mysteriously gone means mysteriously gone রহস্যজনকভাবে। Okay, I write down this word mysteriously gone. If anyone watch me my video till now, please write down this word, because this word is helpful to you on your speaking maybe. My mysterious, mysteriously gone, মানে রহস্যজনকভাবে, রহস্যজনকভাবে রহস্যজনকভাবে চলে গেল। My disease was mysteriously gone after that. Okay, এটা করার পরে after removing my first name, the disease was mysteriously gone, suddenly gone. And my mother believed that changing my name was one of the reasons for my recovery. She says the 24 years old property worker. Okay. After changing her name, the disease, which disease he stuck on several months, this disease suddenly mysteriously gone, went out because of changing his name. This thought was this thing thought by his mother. However, he is more skeptical of whether his name change was really this uh, Paneka. He is more is skeptical. Skeptical means সন্দেহপ্রবণ. Skeptical.
skeptical,
Skeptical. I wrote down this word again. Is skeptical. সন্দেহপ্রবণ. সন্দেহপ্রবণ. Skeptical. Is skeptical, সন্দেহপ্রবণ, skeptical, SCEPTICL, skeptical means সন্দেহপ্রবণ, skeptical সন্দেহপ্রবণ of whether his name change was really his Penaka. Okay, he was skeptical, সে সন্দেহপ্রবণ ছিল যে এটা কি এমন আসলে এটার জন্য হলো কিনা। My guess was that my immune system barrier when I got older. My guess was that
আমার অনুমান ছিল যে আমি যখন বড় হয়েছি তখন আমার ইমিউন সিস্টেম ভালো হয়ে গেছে।
আচ্ছা, okay, although there's no scientific evidence that these superstitions
superstitions,
superstitions
superstitions,
superstitions
superstitions, superstitions,
superstitions,
superstitions,
superstitions,
superstitions,
superstitions,
superstitions,
superstitions. Okay, although there's no scientific evidence that these superstitions have any real effect, name change can have a powerful placebo effect. Placebo effect. Plus
placebo effect,
placebo effect. Okay, according to Jang Yan, associate professor of marketing at the National University. Okay, he has done extensive research. Extensive is so important word. Extensive. He has done extensive research on the psychology behind super superstitions, rituals, সুসংস্পন্ন আচার। ওকে, এটার যদিও কোনো সায়েন্টিফিক ব্যাখ্যা নেই, তারপরেও এটা নিয়ে অনেক গবেষণা হয়েছে, গবেষণা করেছে একজন। সে আসলে এটাকে কি বলে আখ্যা দিয়েছে, এক্সটেন্সিভ রিসার্চ। সে এক্সটেন্সিভ রিসার্চ করেছে এবং এটা নিয়ে। ওকে, তার রিসার্চে কি বলেছে এটা মেবি পরে আলোচনা করবে। জাং says people crave for a sense of control. People crave
মানুষ নিয়ন্ত্রণের অনুভূতি চায় মানুষ নিয়ন্ত্রণের
Okay, people crave for sense of control, especially during the time of uncertainty. Changing names can give people a sense of control they want, as if they could change the course of event as long as they can change the name. It could not help objectively. এটা কি করবে না নাম চেঞ্জ থেকে it could not help objectively, এটা সরাসরি উদ্দেশ্যপূর্ণভাবে সাহায্য করবে না. But if we take into account that such a sense of control may relax anxiety, it's possible that this act can positively contribute to the later evolvement of event as people might act more confidently. ওকে, এটা মেবি তার নিজের এনার্জিটাকে কি করতে পারে, কন্ট্রোল করতে পারে, ঠিক করতে পারে এবং তার হয়তো কনফিডেন্ট লেভেলটাকে কি করতে পারে, বুস্ট আপ করতে পারে. In Hong Kong, Luira Yap's family are convinced the 23 years old become more easygoing after she followed their advice to change her name at age 18. She says, "My whole family believes in feng shui and I do too. Somehow, my uncle said it easier for me to get married if I change my name." If I change my name, okay? While my mom wanted me to have better luck growing up. Okay, she's uncle think that if he changes his name, if he changes her name, it's maybe helpful to marry soon. Okay, yep. Whose Chinese name was Yip on you? Whose Chinese name was?
ইপ যার চীনা নাম ছিল ইপন ইউ
Okay, Yip, whose Chinese name was Yip on you. তার Chinese name ছিল কি Yip on you. Gave the detail of her birthday to a fortune teller. Gave the detail. তার নামের সম্পূর্ণ দেয়া হলো on her birthday to a fortune teller. কার কাছে? fortune teller এর কাছে. Who offered her to new name after consulting the goods. The new name Yip Sun Yan. Yip Sun Yan. Okay, which she says she really likes. It meant to rebalance the elements in her life. Okay, who offered her the new name after consulting the goods. The new name Yip Son Yan, which she says she really likes, is meant to rebalance the elements in her life and help with her luck in interpersonal relationship. Help with her in interpersonal relationship. Okay, সে কি করলো, তার বার্থ এবং তার সবকিছু স্টোরি টেলারের কাছে দিল এবং সে তার নামটা চেঞ্জ করে দিল এবং এটা তার হয়তো বা ভাগ্য পরিবর্তন আনতে পারে. The whole process was not cheap. Wow, interesting. This process was not cheap, costing her about HK's 15,000, including to register her legal name change. But she believes it was worth it. I used to be very very blunt means Bhuta. I used to be very blunt. বোকা ছিলাম।
I used to be very blunt.
আমি অনেক বোকা ছিলাম when I was younger, and they both told me that I become more girly and soft spoken after my name was changed. Become more girly, merely and soft spoken. Miduhashi. After my name was changed, I can't be sure that the new name was the reason, but I did become more sociable and polite after I started working. ওকে, সে নাম চেঞ্জ করলো। নাম চেঞ্জ করার পরে সে দেখলো যে সে আরো কি হয়ে গেল, গার্লি এবং সফট স্পোকেন হয়ে গেল, মানে মায়াবী কথাবার্তা কিছু থাকে না এই টাইপের হয়ে গেল। এবং আম, সে দেখলো সে আরো সামাজিক হয়ে গেল, সোশিয়েবল হয়ে গেল অ্যান্ড পোলাইট আফটার স্টার্টিং নিউ ওয়ার্কিং। ও ইন্টারেস্টিং। Yep, says his mother. Her mother uses her name at least twice in the morning to make it work better. The practitioner told me that it's more effective if people call the new name more often. Wow, so interesting history. So I asked my friends to call me with my new name. Okay, the people more call his new name with his new name, the more fortune or happy fortune happen with him. That's the belief of that man. My uncle said it easier for me to get married if I changed my name, while my mom wanted me to have better luck growing up. Okay, then Anecdotal evidence suggests anecdotal evidence suggests this name changing trend happens during time or uncertainty. A name change trend happens during times of uncertainty in other parts of East Asia where Chinese traditions are practiced. For example, reports show that nearly a third South Koreans applied to change their name in 2016 when the country recorded a high rate of unemployment. Wow! নাম চেঞ্জ করার যখনই ট্রেন্ডটা বেড়ে গেছে তখন এত পার্সেন্ট আনএমপ্লয়েন্ট কি বেড়ে গেছে। This year the global economy has experienced a huge downturn with many countries witnessed high unemployment rates. In September, Hong Kong recorded the highest seasonal employment rate in nearly 16 years. This pandemic impact comes on top of a period of intense political instability. According to government data, the number of applications for name changing has increased annually over the past 5 years. Okay, over the past 5 years, the name changing application is so increased. I mean that there are increasing trend over the 5 years. In the first 9 months of 2020, 1,252 people applied to change their name to Hong Kong, and 1,600 did the same in 2019. Through there are no official statistics on how many did so solely improve their luck. But McLinglong, another well-known feng shui practitioner in Hong Kong, says demand for her renaming advice has been high in recent years, and that among adult about 60 to 70% come to me to get rid of their bad luck. She says a new name can help, but just once era. After major life changes like losing job, One's name is similar to one's clothes. It represents one responsibility, one's personality, and possibly class. Especially in China, many want their name to sound more modern and less common, so they can stand out in the crowd when they look for a job. But Mogg warns that people changing their names, seeking to entirely switch one's personality traits or achieving a certain goal are likely not going to get what they want. Some parents want to change their offspring name. This is a nice word. Offspring names mean সন্তান দিয়ে যারা থাকে সন্তানের নাম offspring names.
Offspring's names.
Offspring name.
Offspring's names.
Offsprings.
Offspring's
ওকে,
names.
আমি এটা লিখে রাখছি অফস্প্রিং নেম। সন্তানদের নাম offspring names. So they get to the top in class. That is impossible. Changing one's name can help with bringing luck to new direction, but it certainly doesn't go far and beyond one's fundamental capabilities. Yes, definitely it's true. নাম চেঞ্জ করলেই যে ভালো ভাগ্য হয়ে যাবে ব্যাপারটা এরকম না। তার যে বেসিক যে ফান্ডামেন্টাল ক্যাপাবিলিটিস সেটাই থাকবে। One's name is similar to one's clothes.
একজনের নাম একজনের পোশাকের মতো।
It represents one's personality and possibly class. Pong has topped if her new name has changed things so for her as her luck in her career hasn't improved so far. মানে কি?
প্যাংয়ের সন্দেহ আছে যে তার নতুন নাম তার জন্য কিছু পরিবর্তন করেছে, কারণ তার ক্যারিয়ারে তার ভাগ্য এখন পর্যন্ত উন্নত হয়নি।
Hasn't improved so far. So far এখন পর্যন্ত কি হয় নাই? উন্নত হয় নাই। She left her new job in mid-November after working there for just more than a month. She says, I don't plan to work again this year. I will focus on studying instead. Okay, she he picked out his job on mid-November. And she decided that she wouldn't join any work, and she do a lot of study for instead to join any job. Meanwhile, it goes word to practicing
Meanwhile.
writing this one. Jiang warns Hong Kong job seeker is a good word, job seekers, চাকরি প্রার্থী,
Job seekers.
that they shouldn't rely too much on a new name to improve their prospects. It does not hurt to change names, but we have to remember that this is just a superstitious action which could not change the chance, choose not change the chance. You still have to work hard to make things better. Yes, this is the right sentence. You still have to work hard if you want to improve in your fortune and in your future. You still have to work hard to make things better. Yes. Okay, I completed this article and really it was so interesting article. I seems like too interesting to read this article the whole because the main idea of this article, the gist idea of this article is the Chinese people think that if anybody didn't go to better luck and if he faced to so many problems in a certain situation, he can improve their fortune by change his name. Okay, and they more believe that if anyone changed his name, it will be helpful for his fortune in future. And here, our organization that's called Taylor, history Taylor, name Taylor maybe, and they are trying to change the people's name, and they have so many facilities, so many options. They get so many application. Okay, this changeable, I mean, this process have not cheap, have not inexpensive. This was so expensive. Okay, so many money you have to spend if you want to change your name and make sure you would better in your future. Okay, and the last line of this paragraph, I mean of this article, the one sentence say that uh, there is no capability to change your luck. If you change your name, or if you change your name, you can probably do better in your future. It's actually supervision. Okay, এটা একটি কুসংস্কার. If you wanna improve your luck, if you wanna improve better job, you still have to work hard. You have to work hard to get a good job and make better in your future. That's the whole scenario of this article. ওকে, আমি পুরো আর্টিকেলটা পড়লাম এবং এই আর্টিকেলে যেটা আমি বুঝেছি সেটা আমি ইংলিশে বিশ্লেষণ করার চেষ্টা করলাম। যদিও আমার সেন্টেন্স, আমার ওয়ার্ড আমার জানি আমার অনেক ভুল হয়েছে, তারপরেও আমার এক্সপ্লেন দক্ষতা বাড়ানোর জন্য আমি এটা করছি। আমি আসলে এটা প্র্যাকটিস সেশন যাচ্ছে আমার জন্য। আমি জাস্ট আপনাদের সাথে শেয়ার করছি যে আমি কিভাবে প্র্যাকটিস করছি। এতটুকুই, এতটুকুই যেন এটা দেখে কেউ একজন বুঝতে পারেন যে হাউ মাচ এফোর্ট আই গিভ টু ইমপ্রুভ মাই আইএলটিএস এক্সাম। যারা এখানে ওখানে ওই টিচারের কাছে এই টিচারে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছেন, তাদের জন্য আসলে আমার এই ভিডিওগুলি। ঠিক আছে, আমরা দেখে নিই কতক্ষণ সময় লাগলো। আমার 42 মিনিট সময় লেগেছে এই আর্টিকেলটি বুঝে পড়তে। তো আমি এখন কি করব, আমি এখন নতুনভাবে এটা রিসেট করলাম। রিসেট করে আমি এখন ফার্স্ট রিডিং করব। আমি এখন ফার্স্ট রিডিং করব। ফার্স্ট রিডিং করে আমি দেখব যে আমার কতটুকু ফার্স্ট রিডিং করতে সময় লাগছে। আর এর মাঝে আমি বলে নিব যে আমি কিছু ওয়ার্ড এখান থেকে কালেকশন করেছি, 4টা ওয়ার্ড কালেকশন করেছি। আমি এই 4টা ওয়ার্ড আমি সারাদিনে ব্যবহার করব এবং এটা আমার অ্যাজ ইউজুয়াল ন্যাচারাল, আমি যেন ব্যবহার করতে পারি ন্যাচারালি, সেই বিষয়ে আমি নজর রাখবো। ঠিক আছে, তাহলে আমি এখন ফার্স্ট রিডিং শুরু করি। আর হ্যাঁ, আমার সাথে যারা আছেন তারা অবশ্যই এই প্যারাগ্রাফটি পড়বেন। সো আর্টিকেলটি পড়বেন, সো ইন্টারেস্টিং আর্টিকেল, এবং আমাকে জানাতে ভুলবেন না যে আপনার কতক্ষণ সময় লাগলো বুঝে পড়তে। ওকে, নাও আই এম স্টার্টিং টু ফার্স্ট রিড। Why some childs believe a name change could improve luck? Could adopting a new name improve your fortune? Some Chinese communities think so. One afternoon, April, Mandy Pong's worst fears come true. She was summoned onto a Zoom with her boss on short notice. Due to the economic downturn from the pandemic, she was being made redundant at the marketing job. Angry and hurt, the 29 years old Hong Konger went back home and began brooding over memories for her previous jobs and the bad luck that seems to be holding her hostage. A month later, still looking for work, Pang decided she knew what she had to do: change her legal name in a bid to shake off her bad luck and improve her future prospects. She says, my mother friends told me that the new name can help me fend off pretty people, those who have negative influence over her life. In traditional Chinese culture, the meaning behind name, she says, carried huge importance. Chinese communities across East Asia believe a name can affect one's life in every aspect of their lives, from health and romance to finance and academic performance. As the pan as the pandemic continues to hit the economy hard, people like Pong, who find themselves out of work are not only polishing their CVs but also heading to fortune tellers for advice on whether a new name might change their futures. Chinese people believe that there are 10 things that decided their destiny. Shi, Shi Li Xing Chang, one of Hong Kong's most well-known feng shui practitioners, other than one's timing of birth or doing good deeds, one's name is believed to be one of the factors in a equation. Under this ancient belief in energy flow and balance, a baby is named after a careful analysis of the exact time of birth and which of the basic elements of Chinese character coincide on astrology's calendars, as well as sounding nice and having a specious number Shubho Shankha of characteristics. The name should balance out the element to help improve one's luck. So, so the theory is that if things are going well later in life, you can introduce a new element to repair some of the imbalance that is causing you bad fortune. Once fortune teller will have their own interpretations of astrology and feng shui. Pong's fortune tellers, for example, advised her to change one of the Chinese character in her first name to another that means addition to boost her good luck. Similarly, Chuan Fuqian from Guangdong, China, was around 4 years old when he had a metal element character added to his name. He had been stuck down with a respiratory disease for months. শ্বাসকষ্ট respiratory respiratory disease means শ্বাসকষ্ট সমস্যা, and had not recovered despite seeing several doctors. His his mother changed his life to compensate for the lack of metal elements in his feng shui, in the hope that he could recover and rebalance the elements. My disease was mysteriously gone after that, and my mother believed that changing my name was one of the reasons for my recovery. She says 24 years old property worker. However, he is more skeptical of whether his name change was really in process. My my guess was that my immune system better when I got older. Although there's no scientific evidence that these superstitions have any real effect, name change can have a powerful plac- placebo effect, according to Jiang Yan, associate professor of marketing at the National University of Singapore. He says he has done extensive research on psychology behind super, super, superstition rituals. Jang says people crave for a sense of control, especially during a time of uncertainty. Changing names can give people a sense of control they want, as if they could change the course of events as long as they can change the name, it would not help objectively. But if we take into account that such a sense of control may relax an anxiety, it is possible that this act can positively contribute to the later involvement of events as people might act more confidently. In Hong Kong, Lura Yip's family are convinced the 23 years old become more easygoing after she followed their advice to change her name at age 18. She says, my whole family believed the feng shui and I do too. Somehow my uncle said it easier for me to get married if I changed my name, while my mama wanted me to have better luck going up. Yip, whose Chinese name was Yip On Yu, gave the detail of her birthday to her fortune teller. who offered her the new name after consulting the courts. The new name Yipson Sanyan, which she says she really likes and meant to rebalance the element in her life and help with her luck interpersonal relationship. The whole process was not cheap, costing her about Eto, including Eto, registered her legal name chance, but she believed it was worth it. I used to be very blunt when I was younger, and they both told me that I become more girly and soft spoken. After my name was changed, I can't be sure that the new name was the reason, but it did become more sociable and polite after starting working. Yep, says her mother uses her name at least twice in the morning to make her work better. The practitioner told me that it's more effective if people call the new name more often, so I asked my friends to call me with my new name once again. Okay, anecdotal evidence suggests this name-changing trend happens during times of uncertainty in other parts of East Asia where Chinese traditions are practiced. For example, reports show that nearly one দশক শতক হাজার হুজুর লোক okay 100,000 and 50,000 South Korean replied to change their names in 2016 when the country recorded a high rate of unemployment. This year, the global economy has experienced a huge downturn, with many countries witnessing high unemployment rate. In September, Hong Kong recorded the highest seasonal unemployment rate in nearly 16 years. This pandemic impact comes on the top of a period of intense political instability. According to government data, the number of applications for name changing has increased annually over the past 5 years. In the first nine amount of 2020, 1,252 people applied to change their name in Hong Kong, and 1,600 did the same in 2019. Although there are no official statistics on how many did so solely to improve their luck, but McLingling, another well-known feng shui the Korean practitioner is Hong Kong says demand for her remaining advice has been high in recent years, and that among adults about 60 to 70% come to me to get rid of their bad luck. She says a new name can help adjust one's era after major life changes like losing job. One's name is similar to one's clothes. It represents one's personality and possibly class, especially in China. Many want their name to sound more modern and less common so they can stand out in the crowd when they look for jobs. But Mac warns that people changing their names seeking to entirely switch one's personality traits or achieving a certain goal are likely not going to get what they want. Some parents want to change their offspring names so they get to the top in class. That's possible. Changing one's name can help with bringing luck to new direction, but it certainly doesn't go for and beyond one's fundamental capabilities. Pang has doubts if her new name has changed things for her, as her luck in her career doesn't improve so far. She left her new job in mid-November after working there for just more than a month. She says, I don't plan to work again this year. I will focus on studying instead. Meanwhile, Jing warns Hong Kong job seekers that they shouldn't rely too much on a new name to improve their prospects. It does not hurt to change names, but we have to remember that this is just a superstitions action, which would would not change would not change your fortune. You still have to work hard and make things better. Okay, that's right. Yes, that's really, I like this sentence, that you still have to work hard to make things better. Same reason I'm telling you that if you want a good result on IELTS, especially on the reading section, you have to work hard. Okay, it's not capable to get a good marks. Just wanna know how the right tips and tricks. It's probably will help you, but it wouldn't help you a lot to get a high balance. I mean the 6.5 or 7, above 7. So you should careful about that. Okay, I spent 12 times, 12 minutes to read this article. Please tell me how much time you need to read this article. Comment me on my comment box, and please do it. Believe me, do it. It will change you. It will change your understanding power, scamming power. Everything will change you. Okay. I'm changing a little bit. I can feel that I'm changing. If you see my first video and last video, you can probably differentiate how much time, how much I improved already. Okay, so total time it was about 56. I mean the 1 hour, 1 hour I spent reading to this article. Okay, that's okay for today. আজকে এখানেই আমি শেষ করব। আজকে আমাদের কততম দিন ছিল? আজকে আমাদের 18তম দিন ছিল। ইনশাল্লাহ আগামীকাল 19তম দিনে আবার হাজির হব আপনাদের সামনে নতুন একটি আর্টিকেল নিয়ে। ভালো থাকবেন, নিজেদের উপর খেয়াল রাখবেন, আর আমার জন্য দোয়া করবেন অবশ্যই। আমার পরীক্ষা আগামী মাসে। ওকে, ভালো থাকবেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।